Welcome to Sheena Says, a podcast about wellness, parenting, and real stories.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Sheena Says. So today we are discussing triglycerides. What is triglycerides? They are actually a type of fat, a lipid in our blood. And when we eat more calories than what our body needs, especially from sugar or refined carbs or alcohol, your body converts that extra energy into triglycerides and stores them in fat cells. Now, think of them as your body's energy saving account because hormones release triglycerides to be used as fuel in between meals. Now, why are they important? Because you actually need triglycerides for energy between meals, hormone production, and cell membrane integrity. So they are super important, and high triglycerides these days are super common and problematic. Why? Why do triglycerides rise? Where this is where our sedentary life comes into play. Too much sugar and refined carbs. And it's not the plain sugar which is really the issue, it's the intake of extra refined carbs, which breaks down into sugar. Excess of glucose converted by the liver into triglycerides that's where they rise from. The triglycerides rise more from sugar than fat, and so it is really a little bit of insulin resistance. And even social drinking can affect your liver, and liver will prioritize alcohol that turns into triglycerides, and that's why they shoot up. Now, also poor fat metabolism, liver overload, fatty liver disease, sluggish bile flow, and the gut imbalance will also impact your triglycerides. That's why triglycerides often travel with fatty liver and belly weight. Now, chronic stress, poor sleep, cortisol levels rising, the blood sugar being high, sleep deprivation, genetics, and age all play into it. Now, why are triglycerides considered dangerous? Because high triglycerides are not harmless fat. They are linked to heart disease, to stroke, to chronic inflammation, and to pancreatitis. So, it is important that we keep our triglycerides low along with our cholesterol that is manageable, keep our blood pressure low for perfect cardiovascular health. Now, ideal triglycerides levels are around 100 mg, acceptable 100, 150. High risk would be anything over 150. It is super important to make sure that you control your triglycerides naturally and effectively. First of all, first fix the carbs. Reduce the soda, juices, white flour, processed snacks. That's only going to lead to further trouble down the road. It will raise your cholesterol as well as triglyceride levels. Focus on more vegetables, lentils, low glycemic fruits, and whole foods. Triglycerides love sugar, so starve the sugar. Don't be downing that big soda, extra large one that you just picked. Don't be having soda on a daily basis. That's definitely going to spike the triglycerides. Eat the right fats. Eat olive oil, eat nuts and seeds, eat fish, flaxseed, ground flaxseed, maybe walnuts. Those are good. Avoid the trans fats like deep fried oils, french fries, fast food, highly processed seed oils. Those will definitely spike the triglycerides. Omega 3s, if you get them from the fishes, they are the best. They reduce inflammation, improve the liver and fat metabolism. So it is very, very helpful to have the omega 3s. And move daily. Now, depending on your age, depending on your gender, I would definitely recommend to reduce the triglycerides. Walking is essential, 20 to 30-minute walking, light strength training. And it's not just a matter of intensity of the workout, it is consistency, which most people forget. So saying you're going to the gym 3 times and the rest of the days you're doing nothing isn't really right. If you work out every single day for 20, 30 minutes, that goes a much longer way than working out for an hour just 3 days a week. So consistency is key. Definitely do that 1 hour if you are into it, but do not do nothing the rest of the days. You should be implementing some kind of workout. It could be anything, walking, yoga, Pilates, Zumba, whatever you like, but do a 20-30 minute workout every single day. Sleep and stress regulation is key to it. So please get your 7 to 8 hours of sleep so that your nervous system is regulated. Do some breath work, meditation, grounding. That really helps reset your system and allows for more calmer nervous system. That entails a chain reaction where your entire body calms down with it, calms the inflammation down with it. And if you work out along with it, it helps all around. Now, if the triglycerides still stay high, I would definitely say get the help that you need, because high triglycerides, high cholesterol levels, and high blood pressure levels, that's the trifecta for heart problems. You want to minimize all of that proactively ahead of time. So if you're younger, you can do this ahead of time. You know what foods to eat. There are supplements available in today that will help you also get your triglycerides down. Look into those. But more importantly, eat the right fats. Don't eat trans fats. Don't eat fried food. Don't eat fast food. Don't go binging on the sodas. Those are definitely not helping your health. They are only harming your health. So the big takeaway is that it's not, triglycerides aren't just about fat intake. They're about sugar handling, insulin balance, and carb management. If you do that correctly, eat in the 3-to-1 ratio where you have enough carbs or sugar in the morning, which gives you enough energy through your day, and then go ahead and reduce it in the lunchtime, and dinner should be the lightest meal, and work out after dinner. You will find that you will be able to manage your numbers quite naturally. If further help is required, or any of you are definitely requiring professional help, please feel free to call and go to your local homeopath, or call us, check us out online, and see how to help yourselves. All right, on that note, stay well naturally, and I'll talk to you next time.
Thank you for listening to Sheena Says, and for more info, please visit yourhomeopathy.com.